Well, hi. I just want to address my heart. A lot of people have been asking, wow, how can you be doing so great after having a heart attack? It'll be 3 weeks on August 9th, 8th. Wow, gone by so fast. Let me tell you a little bit about my heart condition. Back in 2017, I had a cardiac arrest, and I had two blockages of 99% in my LAD artery, which is the widowmaker, but survived. Happened to be in the emergency room when it happened, or probably wouldn't have survived. But then consequently, like 6 months later, have same kind of chest pain, going with a cath, and they see a blockage. Get another one. Long story short, I kept having chest pain terribly for over the next 3 years, and ended up having 5 stents in my widowmaker artery over a period of 3 years. So my cardiologist back in Florida said, it's time to level up your care. Let's get you up to Emory. So go to Emory. That's where I went. Emory University Women's Cardiology, and that's in Atlanta, Georgia. My doctor up there sent me to a heart surgeon because they really felt like I was going to need bypass surgery, because the last stent that I had showed other blockages in really bad spots, but 50, 40, 30% blockages. And my widowmaker artery was so full of stents that it was going to make it really difficult to do bypass, because they call it like a drain. My artery had just had so many stents. But thank goodness the surgeon was looking at the video of my last stent and said, I have a suspicion that this is heart spasms. And if I cut you open to do a bypass surgery and your heart goes into spasm, not good. And so he sent me to a specialist who deals solely in heart spasms. And they ran a test on me where they took me into the cath lab and they took films of my heart. They put some kind of special dye into it, films of my heart just at rest. And then they stressed my heart out. In the doctor's words, my heart lit up like a Christmas tree. She said, there is no doubt that your heart goes into spasms. And the other really cool thing is that there was no blockages at all, just like tiny little minor plaque that you get when you're my age. But so it wasn't because I had high cholesterol that I was having blockages. It was spasms. So I have 5 stents in my LAD artery that may not have been necessary. However, the first 2, when I went into cardiac arrest, that saved my life. So anyway, what causes heart spasms? The first thing, extreme heat, extreme cold, extreme stress. So what do we do if my heart goes into a spasm? So what they did is they changed my medication. The medication that I was taking before this test actually probably was not helping the spasms, because I was having chest pain. After I had my 5th stent, I continued to have chest pain. So they switched up my medication to calcium channel blockers. So one is a blood pressure, and then I wear a nitroglycerin patch 12 hours a day, and I just put it on my body, and I usually put it on my chest or my shoulders. And so when I was climbing that mountain, It was a hot day, and that mountain is very exposed to sun. There was no trees, nothing, and the incline was pretty steep to start off with. And I am pretty sure that it was heat and stress of the incline, and I am going through some stuff in my life right now. I'm making a move, I'm making a change to move here to Utah by myself. More on that at another time. But so all those things combined, plus, heat stroke, possibly, heat, extreme heat. It wasn't extreme heat, however, just being so exposed, it was pretty hot. So what they do for that when I went into the ER is I said, hey, I have heart spasms, I just need a nitro drip. They gave me the opportunity to say, hey, okay, we believe you have heart spasms, but your EKG is showing that your heart could be in spasm, but on one side of your heart, it could be heart attack. So I'm like, okay, cath lab it is. Go into the cath lab, and no blockages. They did inject nitro right into my heart, which seemed to calm it down. However, the next day, my tryptonin levels were not coming down, and in fact, they were rising. So that's what made them think there might be a little blood clot in an artery in the heart that they couldn't see. So they put me on heparin. And I stayed there another 48 hours to let that level out. And so once everything leveled out, my tryptonin levels came down. They doubled the size of the nitro patch that I'm wearing, and they increased my blood pressure medicine. And when I left that hospital, I felt like nothing had happened, other than I had a little bit of a sore growing from where they went into the cath lab up my femoral artery. So now I understand the warning signs, and I know my edge. However, I am going to go to cardiac rehab for a few days, because they hook you up to an EKG and they have you doing exercises so you can actually know your edge for sure, because I want to get back to doing the things that I really, really enjoy, and feeling fully confident that I understand the warning signs of my body. So anyway, thank you all for the well wishes and the prayers and the thoughts, and don't ignore heart signs and shortness of breath, tightness, dull ache, tiredness. Those were all and are my warning signs. All right, everybody. I hope you have a great day, create a great day, and live your life with purpose. Life's too short to not have fun. Sing and dance. See ya.